Do you feel nervous when speaking English with someone new? Don't worry. Today's conversation is slow, simple, and perfect for beginners. By the end of this lesson, you'll know how to start a real English conversation with confidence. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Smart Learning English channel. If you enjoy this lesson, please subscribe to the channel, like this video, and leave a comment. Now, let's get started.
Welcome to Smart Learning English channel.
Hi, Dave. Today, we're going to have a very simple English conversation. It's perfect for beginners. Just relax and enjoy it.
Hi, Cindy. I'm excited. Sometimes I feel nervous when I speak English.
That's completely normal. Every English learner feels that way at first. The important thing is to keep speaking. Little by little, you'll become more confident.
I hope so. Sometimes I don't know what to say.
That's okay. Today, we'll practice together. We'll use simple English. No difficult words, no long sentences.
That makes me feel better. I'm ready.
Great! Let's imagine we're meeting for the first time. You're sitting in a small coffee shop. A friendly person walks in. That person smiles at you. What would you say first?
I think I'd say, hello.
Perfect. That's exactly right. Hello is one of the most useful words in English. People use it every day. It's simple, it's friendly, and everyone understands it.
So I don't need a long sentence?
Not at all. Simple English is good English. Many native speakers use very simple words every day.
That's good to know. Sometimes I think I need difficult vocabulary.
Many beginners think that, but it's not true. A simple conversation is much more important. The goal is communication, not perfection.
I like that. The goal is communication. That's easy to remember.
Exactly. Here's another useful sentence. Hi. It's shorter than hello. Friends use it all the time.
So, hello and hi are both okay?
Yes, both are very common. If you're meeting someone in a relaxed situation, hi sounds very natural. If you're not sure, hello is always a safe choice.
I think I'll start with hello.
That's a great choice. Now, let's continue. After saying hello, people usually ask a simple question. Can you guess what it is?
Is it, how are you?
Exactly. That's one of the most common questions in English. You'll hear it almost everywhere. At work, at school, in a cafe, at a store, even when talking on the phone.
Do people always answer with a long sentence?
No. Most people give a short answer. For example, I'm good, thanks. Or, I'm doing well, thanks. Both are very natural.
I like, I'm good, thanks. It's easier for me.
That's a perfect answer. Short, natural, easy to remember.
After that, should I stop talking?
Good question. No. A conversation has two people. After answering, you can ask, how about you?
Oh, that's easy. So I answer first, and then I ask the same question back.
Exactly. People usually enjoy that. It shows you're interested in the other person.
Let me try. Hello.
Hello, Dave. How are you today?
I'm good, thanks. How about you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. That sounded very natural.
Really? I didn't expect that.
Yes, because you used simple English. Simple English sounds natural.
I'm starting to feel more comfortable.
That's wonderful. Confidence grows one conversation at a time. Don't try to learn everything today. Learn one small step, then another, and another.
I like learning this way. It feels slow. I have time to think.
That's exactly what we want. There's no need to hurry. The more relaxed you feel, the better you'll understand.
I'm already learning useful sentences.
I'm happy to hear that. Now, let's make our conversation a little longer. We've already said hello. We've asked, how are you? The next question is another one you'll hear almost every day. It's simple, it's friendly, and it's the perfect way to begin getting to know someone.
That's a very common question. After saying, "How are you?" people usually want to learn a little more about you.
Really? What do they ask?
They often ask, "What's your name?" It's one of the easiest questions in English.
I know that one. I can answer, my name is Dave.
That's a great answer. You can also say, "I'm Dave." Both sound very natural.
Which one do native speakers use more?
Both are common, but in casual conversations, many people simply say, "I'm Dave." It's short, it's friendly, and it's easy to remember.
I like that. I'm Dave. It feels simple.
Exactly. Simple English is very powerful. Now, let me ask you, what's your name?
I'm Dave. What's your name?
I'm Cindy. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Excellent. That sounded very natural. People say nice to meet you when they meet someone for the first time. You'll hear this expression everywhere.
At school?
Yes?
At work?
Of course.
At a coffee shop?
Absolutely. It's useful almost everywhere.
That's easy to remember.
Good. Now let's continue. After learning someone's name, people often ask another simple question. Where are you from?
I hear that question a lot.
Me too. It's a friendly way to know someone better.
If someone asks me, where are you from? I can say, I'm from Myanmar.
Perfect. That's clear, that's natural, and that's exactly how people answer.
What if someone is from Japan?
Then they can say, I'm from Japan.
What about Canada?
I'm from Canada.
Australia?
I'm from Australia. It's always the same pattern.
That's nice. I don't have to learn many different answers.
Exactly. One simple pattern helps you answer many questions.
What should I ask after that?
You can ask, how about you? It's one of the most useful expressions in English.
I think we've used it before.
That's right, and you'll hear it many times in real conversations. People use it because it sounds friendly. It shows you're interested in the other person.
So after I answer, I shouldn't just stop talking.
Exactly. A good conversation goes both ways. You answer, then you ask.
Let me practice. Hi, I'm Dave. What's your name?
I'm Cindy. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Where are you from?
I'm from the United States. How about you?
I'm from Myanmar.
Wonderful. That sounded smooth. Very natural.
I feel more relaxed now.
I'm happy to hear that. Confidence grows with practice, not with perfect English.
That's a good sentence. I'll remember it.
Great. Here's another useful expression. Native speakers sometimes say, it's nice to meet you. It has the same meaning as nice to meet you. Both sound natural.
So I can use either one.
Yes, both are correct. Choose the one that feels comfortable.
I think I'll start with nice to meet you. It's shorter.
That's a great choice. Simple English is often the best English.
I'm beginning to believe that.
And you're doing very well. We've learned how to say hello. We've learned how to introduce ourselves. We've learned how to ask someone's name. We've learned how to ask where someone is from. Now it's time to keep the conversation going with another question that people ask almost every day. This question helps you learn more about someone's daily life. Now we know each other's names. We know where we're from. Let's keep our conversation going.
Sometimes that's the difficult part. I don't know what to ask next.
That's very common. Many beginners stop talking because they run out of questions. But don't worry.
Today we'll learn some very easy ones.
Great, I'm ready.
Here's a question you'll hear almost every day. What do you do?
I hear that question a lot. What does it mean exactly?
It's asking about your job or your work. People ask it when they want to know you better.
So if I work in a restaurant, I can say, I work in a restaurant.
Exactly. That's a perfect answer. Short, clear, natural.
Should I say, I'm working in a restaurant or I work in a restaurant?
Both are correct, but in a simple conversation, I work in a restaurant is the most common answer. You'll hear it very often.
That's easy. I like simple English.
Me too. Simple English helps people understand you. That's the most important thing.
What if I'm a student?
Then you can simply say, I'm a student. That's a complete answer.
What if I don't have a job?
That's okay. You can say, I'm looking for a job, or I'm not working right now. Both sound natural.
Good. Now I have different answers.
Exactly. Let's practice. I will begin. Hi, I'm Cindy. Nice to meet you.
Hi, I'm Dave. Nice to meet you too.
Where are you from?
I'm from Myanmar. How about you?
I'm from the United States. What do you do?
I work in a restaurant. What do you do?
I'm an English teacher. What do you like to do?
I like learning English, and I like listening to music. What about you?
I like reading books. I also enjoy drinking coffee.
That's nice. We have different hobbies.
Yes, and that's what makes conversations interesting. Everyone has different experiences. Everyone has different interests.
I feel like we're having a real conversation now.
Because we are. This is exactly how many everyday conversations begin. Nothing difficult, just simple questions, simple answers, and friendly smiles.
I'm much more confident than before.
I'm so happy to hear that. Remember, you don't need perfect English. You only need the courage to start speaking. The more you practice, the more natural it becomes.
I'll keep practicing every day.
That's the best way to improve. We've learned how to greet someone. We've introduced ourselves. We've talked about where we're from. We've talked about our jobs. We've shared our hobbies. Now there's one final step that every good conversation needs before people say goodbye. We've had a wonderful conversation today. Now let's learn how to end it politely. Ending a conversation is just as important as starting one.
I agree. Sometimes I know how to begin, but I don't know how to say goodbye.
That's very common. The good news is, it's very easy. You only need a few simple expressions.
Really? I'd like to learn them.
Great. One of the most common expressions is, it was nice talking with you.
I like that. It sounds friendly.
It is. People say it after a pleasant conversation. You'll hear it at work. You'll hear it at school. You'll hear it after meeting someone new.
Can I also say, it was nice meeting you?
Absolutely. That's another excellent expression. People usually say, it was nice meeting you, when it's the first time they meet someone.
So, it was nice meeting you is for the first meeting, and it was nice talking with you is after having a conversation.
Exactly. You understood that perfectly. Both expressions sound warm and natural.
That's easy to remember.
Now let's learn another common expression. Have a great day.
I hear that almost every day.
That's because native speakers use it very often. It's a kind way to end a conversation. You can also say, have a nice day. Both are common.
Is there a difference?
Not a big one. Have a great day sounds a little more enthusiastic. Have a nice day is also very friendly. You can use either one.
I think I'll say have a great day.
That's a wonderful choice. Now let's learn another simple expression. See you later.
Do people always mean later today?
Not necessarily. Sometimes it means later today. Sometimes it simply means I hope to see you again. It's very common among friends.
What about see you soon?
That's another nice expression. People use it when they expect to meet again before long.
There are many simple ways to say goodbye.
Exactly. And you don't need to memorize everything today. Learn 1 or 2 expressions first, then use them in real conversations.
I like learning step by step. It's much easier.
That's the best way to learn. Now, let's have one complete English conversation from beginning to end. Just relax. Imagine we're meeting for the first time.
Okay, I'm ready.
Hello, I'm Cindy. Nice to meet you.
Hi, I'm Dave. Nice to meet you too.
How are you today?
I'm good, thanks. How about you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. What's your name?
I'm Dave. Where are you from?
I'm from the United States. How about you?
I'm from Myanmar.
What do you do?
I work in a restaurant. What do you do?
I'm an English teacher. What do you like to do?
I like learning English. I also like listening to music. What about you?
I like reading books, I enjoy drinking coffee, and I love talking with new people.
That's wonderful. We have a nice conversation.
Yes, we do. It was really nice talking with you.
It was nice talking with you too. Have a great day.
Thank you. You too. See you again.
See you.
That was a complete basic English conversation. We started with a simple greeting, then we introduced ourselves. We talked about where we're from. We talked about our jobs, we shared our hobbies, and we ended the conversation politely. That's exactly how many everyday English conversations happen.
I'm really happy. At the beginning, I felt nervous. Now, I feel much more confident. I understand more English and I know what to say.
That makes me very happy. Remember, every fluent English speaker started as a beginner. No one speaks perfect English on the first day. Progress comes from listening. Progress comes from speaking. Progress comes from practicing a little every day. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Every mistake helps you learn. Keep listening, keep speaking, keep believing in yourself. Little by little, your English will become stronger.
Thank you, Cindy. I learned many useful expressions today. I'm going to practice them tomorrow.
That's a great plan. Practice just a little every day. You'll be surprised how much you improve. And thank you for learning with us today.
We hope you enjoyed this conversation.
What about you? Which expression did you like the most today? Will you say hello, nice to meet you, or have a great day first? Tell us in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. Take care, keep practicing, and we'll see you in the next lesson.